Hi, hello everybody, and welcome back to Cookie Run Kingdom! Today, I'm going to be teaching you how to build Golden Cheese Cookie, the ancient immortal queen and goddess of greed. I love her so much. Her new outfit is so cool. I want to brag and preface by saying I got both of the new outfits for Burning Spice and Golden Cheese in the same pull. Hylia, I want you to do one thing and put up the screenshot that I posted of it in my Discord server and show off my cool pull. Thanks. Alright, moving on. We're gonna teach you how to build Golden Cheese Cookie. There is one difference between her normal form and her awakened form, is that she gets this immortal buff. Now, if you don't know what that means, I'm going to explain it. I promise. It'll make sense in a little bit. Her costume does come with a buff. So, like any other thing, you get a specific buff. If I go over to bonds and costume sets and scroll all the way up, they get attack plus 15 and all cookies HP plus 1%. And you all, if you own 2, it just stacks that. So, for both of them, they get that buff. Going...
Command your attention.
Okay, I will pay attention. She is a ranged type cookie, and she's meant to be in the middle, and her element is Earth. Please forgive me. I know it says Legendary Light Biscuit. I don't have an Earth type one. for at least an archer. That being said, I have her base on attack. Now, she could be based on cooldown as well, but I prefer attack. So, her Wings of Eternity single hit damage is Earth damage, and it stacks for... It essentially does Earth damage of 54.3%, and it also is on damage resist bypass. So that means if the enemy has damage resist, she can bypass it 30% of the time, which is pretty freaking sick. And she also has Spear of the Immortal. And it also does crit percent, which is negative 40 for 10 seconds, and that stacks up to 1 time. And then the crit damage is negative 30 for 10 seconds, and that stacks up to 1 time. And the Spear of Immortal is 20 seconds, stacks up to 12. So, Immortal's Retribution, it's a curse of 20 seconds. It essentially curses the enemy. Healing Prevention, it doesn't let them heal for 5 seconds. The Immortal's Punishment is 10 seconds, which essentially is 355.8% damage to nearby enemies if debuff's target is defeated. So essentially, if she defeats a specific target, in that 10-second window, damage is increased by 355.8% to nearby enemies if the debuff target is defeated in that time. Single target damage is 1,000%. 1,000%, chat. She's like a god. She also has this thing called Immortal Return. Essentially, she revives herself after dying. And that her attack is up by 13%, defense is up by 15%, damage resist 30% for 12 seconds, and she has a Dome of Gold, which is essentially a giant shield that blocks 118.3% of her max HP around her for 8 seconds. The Immortal's Embrace, which when she returns, triggers, and it debuffs resist the self for 30%. The Earth's Protection essentially debuffs resist for 2.5, defense is 15 for 10 seconds upon using her skill. And the Ranged Cookie increases Ranged Cookie's attacks and damage resistance. So, cooldown is important, but attack is better. Personally, if I had more of the Radiant Cheese Raspberries, I'd like those, because that's meant for her. But I have her on attack. Obviously, the crit resist and crit damage and damage resist are good, but you definitely want that attack speed and that cooldown of those substats. Those are super useful. Again, I am very new to the game, so please correct me if I am wrong in any of my videos. I know a lot, but I might be misinterpreting something when I read it, so please let me know if I'm incorrect, and I will take that as a learning opportunity. She is, again, an ancient, so with her normal form, just her regular ancient form, she doesn't have the immortal next to it, and then when you awaken her, she gets the immortal form, and that allows her to add that ability to, essentially, Immortal's Return. But yeah, that is Golden Cheese Cookie. I know this video was shorter than the Pure Vanilla one, and definitely way shorter than the Shadow Milk one, but if you guys haven't seen those, they'll appear on the screen here. Hylia, go show them where it is. And if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know what cookie you want to cover next. I'm probably going to cover all the Ancients first, then the Beasts, and go from there. I know there are a lot of cookies in the game, well over 120 of them, and I want to go over every single one, so there will be a video for every single cookie, and I mean it. It'll just take a lot of time and editing, and a lot of time and editing. Helia, you're gonna have a job for a few months. Get back in the basement. Get back in the basement. Anyways, now that my editor's back in her rightful spot in the basement, no, you may not have more Pepsi. No. The answer is no. But you can't have lesbians. Okay, enjoy your lesbians. Anyways, now that my lesbian editor has been given her lesbians, and many ladies, she can enjoy the rest of her time down there while I end this video off with saying you should like, subscribe, and tell me which cookie you want to see other than the Asian Beast down below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye! And a very special thank you to my Patreons for this month. Nabooched, thank you so much for your Patreon subscription. If you're interested in subscribing, the Patreon link will be down below, and you can get your name shout out in my videos. Thanks, and see you in the next one.